Of Chainsaw Man. Are we good to go? Are we? We certainly are. So yes, for some reason my room sounds really sounds really echoey today. Don't know why. It sounds way more open. Anyway, yes, so I actually have returned to actually cover chapter 64 of Chainsaw Man. And as we know, 63, holy shit, we're in hell, boys. we somehow went from whatever the previous arcs were, because goddamn they were crazy as hell, to legitimately going to hell. So yeah, what's gonna happen here? I don't know. It's gonna be really interesting to find out though. What I'm hoping for is you find out a bit more about Makima, because there is way too many things that's going on with Makima that she keeps on getting name dropped. I'm like, bro, what is happening here with her? What is happening? I know, but I need to know. I need to know. That's the problem. You can't be selling me short here, boy. I need to know these things. Let's put on Twitter actually go live. Alright, should we put a sharing button on these things? Actually share a tweet. But I don't for some reason. Alright, that bit. No, the whole bit. There we are. That's the whole bit. Right, let's get rid of the Animal Crossing bit. No, let's not do that. Let's do that, and let's do that. Right, and then let's see whether or not the stream's actually working. It most certainly is. So you actually can refresh this page and get the viewer count on, but for some reason it doesn't actually show up straight away. And there we are, we actually can start this thing. So it's actually beginning chapter 64, which actually is called Welcome to Hell. Oh man. Why is there a bathroom in hell though? That's the real question. Like straight away, it's like the first thing you see. Bath, it's like, and also doors, I guess. Where are we? Huh? What's... It's Hayakawa's group. Huh? Denji? Well, at least Denji got to hell somehow as well. Damn it. What the hell happened to you? Ow! Damn! Ah! He isn't turning into Chainsaw Man fully. Must not have good enough blood. Temporary truce. Something's wrong with the fiends. Why are we here? Uh-oh. literally everyone got in here in the end. It wasn't just, because I remember last week it was just the ones that we saw in that little kind of area, but now I guess Power's even here as well, and Power's horns are coming back. So then we've got that as well to look forward to. Feels bad. What's wrong, Violence? Angel, do you know what this place is? We're finished. This is hell. It's hell sent. It's hard to believe, but we've been cast into hell by a devil's power. Ugh, it hurts! Long Pingsty? Is there a way to escape from here? Lady Twency, I feel I'm going to lose my mind. We're being watched. We were being watched by a dangerous devil. Far beyond here, devils are far more dangerous than some gun devil. Oh wow, that's even more kind of, oh no. The devils with the names of the Primal Fears are watching us. They're the transcendent devils who have never once experienced death. The very instant we draw their hostility will die. H1C. Permission to kill myself. Idiot, I'll get us out of this somehow. It's already over. We're doomed, it's coming. It's on its way. It's here. Oh shit. It's like Dorohedoro now, but you know, more terrifying. The darkness devil. Ah. Okay, so here's the thing. Here's the big vibe of the whole entire chapter. What do you do if you saw that? Like, you just dead ass. You got sent to hell. You can't like, what am I doing here? What's going on here? Then boom, you see that. What do? You kind of be like, what be happening, bro? It reminds me a lot of Makima's power. That's the immediate thing I got, because Makima's power, I believe if I remember correctly, has everyone praying on the in a line, if I remember. And I mean, granted, theoretically speaking, it's a lot more different there because they're chopped in half, and then half of their body is one side, and the other half is praying. But again, it's very telling of possibly something else more going on here. Or it could be nothing. Who knows? I don't. Hi, welcome to Doom Eternal. Damn. That's like Doom Eternal level of devil design. Jesus. There's also some really good panning as well. Oh god, they're losing their arms as well. Because it's actually double page spread then. Yeah. That is a very cool double page spread, but also very goddamn terrifying. I read Fire Punch. Fire Punch was a crazy ass ride, I've got to admit. Like, it's understatement actually to say it's a crazy ride, but my god, what the hell is happening here? My arms. No way. I am the dull devil. Huh? I bought you Chainsaw's heart I bought you Chainsaw Heart as per the contract. Please give me the power to kill Makima. Bro, stop, I can't say the words. My brain's stopping. Bro, stop name dropping Makima. What's the dealio? What is happening? Who is she? What has she done? What don't we know, Fujimoto? Give me the damn answers. He's not withdrawing the information from you. He's just outright not telling you anything. What? What the hell are you talking about? Free to use for contracts, one for pleasure. I'll arrange it. Great. This is about the time I wish I actually was actually slack arm singing boy. That is the massive mood. Alright, the only thing I can in theory do is I can type it out. Alright, so Google Translate. It's about times I wish I was actually more prolific in other languages other than Spanish and some mild Japanese. And also I guess some mild French. But very mild. Oh, it says, Makima can hear you. The day of reckoning is nigh. Kill Makima. Alright. Damn. Who is she, bro? Who is she? Who be Makima? Who do be Makima be doing, bro? It don't make any sense. But that's my brain. When you read Chainsaw Man. A piece of the darkness, devil's flesh. I still maintain we're in the final arc of this whole entire series, and we're just not being told. This is just the final whole entire section of the manga. Everyone's in hell, everyone can die, and then if Fujimoto just randomly goes to us, by the way, everyone dead. The end. I'd be like, alright. This is the only time in the universe of manga or TV shows or anything where I fully accept an ending where everyone just dies and he tells you that's the end. Because it makes perfect sense. It's plausible in this world. Because it's goddamn Chainsaw Man. Anything can actually happen at this point. Or nothing. Or anything. Okay, so. Right. A lot to unpack in the whole entire chapter. Like, Jesus Christ almighty. That was a lot. So, okay, we have the Primal, I guess. Which is called... Let's go back a little bit. Yeah, the devils with the devils with the names of the Primal Fears. That's a massive thing. Yeah, by the sounds of it as well. So that's a thing that's happening. But yeah, the devils with the names of the Primal Fears. So now we actually kind of know there's basically something far more than what we've actually been able to believe. So essentially, the Gun Devil is just he'd be a boy in his world compared to the Primal Fears, which makes sense technically speaking because we don't really know much beyond the point of what we've been told. And I guess in this context, none of the whole entire people knew about the Primal Fears besides, I guess, Twenty's actual team. So I'm guessing she's unstoppable at this point. Then yeah. So now she's stronger than the Gun Devil. So essentially, what we've got here is like, what do we do? They're basically screwed because we've gone this whole entire manga understanding the most powerful demon or devil in the whole entirety of this manga is the Gun Devil. We've always understood that to be the actual kind of that's the case. That's the T, as they say. But now we have this revelation that, by the way, there's far more stronger devils out there than just the ones we know. Also, by the way, here's a Darkness Devil. Here you go. Here's some flesh. Now you're stronger than the Gun Devil. What do? That's the problem. You're basically screwed at that point. There's no way in hell they can defeat her unless here's the double T boy. Who's Makima? What's Makima's? If they want to kill Makima, clearly she's the only person in this whole entire manga that can take them down. Or no, we don't know. What's going on? What's happening? What'll be happening? Let's go back. Let's hit it. What's happening? Spill thine beans. Oh shit! Wait a second. Does it spell? It spells. Oh yeah. I was gonna say it. Oh shit! What does it mean? What does it mean? It does say Makima. My brain isn't slightly dead. That's the M. I guess that bit is the M. It must be. It must be the M. Was it backwards? Yeah. So I see the I. Oh no, that's the okay. So that's the K. So the M and the A, that's the K, that's the I, that's the M. That must be the A as well. Makima, yeah. So boy. So essentially, there's something going on here with Makima that we don't really know just yet. Clearly, that's the thing. So Makima's known, and Makima's must be a prevalent figure within this world that we don't actually know, because if they know who she is, well, if that's the kind of context that he's actually elaborating on, like in essence he's saying if Makima is spelled out via the Darkness Devil himself. Yeah, that's a good point. Why did they get dismembered? It doesn't make any sense unless it's to actually weaken them, like to actually then be taken out completely. I don't know, but unless there's something else going on here, unless that's actually the power, because even when the devil gets introduced, everyone has their arms. Unless that's the other thing to know is whether or not he takes the arms off, and then he makes into the praying stance, and then they die. That could in theory be it as well. I don't know, because it kind of makes sense if the Darkness Devil's been introduced in that kind of context, dismembered their arms, put them back in the kind of praying position, and then actually kill them. That could in theory be it. I don't know. That's just an observation because of the previous panel. That's the only thing I can actually probably think of. But the whole entire thing is Makima. Because if the Darkness Devil is if the Mastermind has a Darkness Devil kind of what's it called, flesh, has eaten it and actually now is more powerful than the gun devil. That's a good point, because again, essentially we don't really know what contract she does in theory have. The contract she has, doesn't it extend to the afterlife, if I remember correctly? So clearly there has to be something going on here. Like, if I remember, let's actually Google it quick. I can't remember Makima's actual. Swear, if I remember correctly, doesn't she have like? Doesn't it have something to do with the afterlife? I don't know, because I remember correctly, because she's able to kill people. She remember if I remember correctly, she kills the person. But then she has the whole thing with the rats as well. So what is her true power? That's the thing. We don't even know her true contract. Yeah, she sacrifices them, doesn't she? So I guess it has to. There's something going on that it extends to somewhere. So as far as I know, the problem is a lot of the time you can equate something back to a meaning behind it, but with Makima it's kind of a bit more of an obtuse kind of concept because you don't really know anything about her. Like she hasn't got a clear-cut contract unless she doesn't have one because she actually is a devil. Who knows? I don't know. That's the thing. We don't technically understand her character at this point. It's very much still up in the air whether or not she actually is kind of human. Yeah. Who did? Who did she know? That's the thing. We don't know what she knows. There's nothing. We've not been told a single damn thing this whole entire manga about what does Makima know that everyone wants her dead, or everyone wants her out of the whole entire picture. Yeah, I guess the day of reckoning is now. Like, I guess it's the whole entire reckoning is basically her eating the flesh because again. So this whole entire thing, I guess, everything has led to this moment. Everything must have been predetermined. Because we had the whole entire theory originally that everything this whole entire manga has actually been thus far is predetermined. Like, everything has always led to a moment that it's leading to this, if you get what I mean. We've always had the whole entire theory that everything actually has happened for a reason other than the fact that the narrative actually is telling them to do these kind of things. It's very much more that something is pulling the strings here, and I'm guessing this whole entire time it's all leading to the Day of Reckoning, because we don't really know much about anyone else in this whole entire manga as well. We don't really know anything about who hired a mastermind to kill. Yeah, that's the thing. I think there's an even bigger person we don't actually know. That's the thing. There's probably someone in the background that's actually kind of orchestrating it, and everything has kind of always led to be predetermined. Like, in essence, the whole thing with Denji and Pochita was for a reason. That's why Makima turned up out of nowhere, because if you kind of look at everything now from an objective standpoint, it's kind of a bit too coincidental. Everything's actually happening at this point. And now you have this whole entire idea with who Makima truly is, and clearly there's someone else here. So it just seems too coincidental. Every single event in this whole entire manga thus far seems way too coincidental. And it just seems as if it's actually becoming a bit more apparent. Like, in essence, that it's just way too coincidental, all these events happening in this kind of succession of time. Because again, if it kind of was like, I don't know, one arc happened, and then later on, this happened, you'd be like, okay, alright. But clearly, if you kind of start looking at everything objectively, from an objective standpoint, Makima's character seems way too fishy to actually kind of be innocent. Like, in essence, in the context that she isn't doing something that everyone's actually kind of yeah, that's the other thing. Because here's the bigger issue. Where the hell is Makima? Why isn't Makima doing anything? Like, clearly, she just pops up randomly as well. That's what I'm saying. A whole entire character seems way too fishy. That she just doesn't... She's not apparent that she kind of in the manga all the time. She just randomly pops up. You're kind of like, okay, so what's going on here? Because this whole entire thing is going down. Everything is happening, and Makima's kind of just in the background somewhere. I mean, I get possibly why, but at the same time, it's just kind of like... what's she doing? What's she doing? Because clearly they know who she is, so that's a massive thing. They want her dead. That's a massive thing. All right, yeah, I get you. I get you so far. I get you so far. I got you. So yeah, I don't know. It's weird. This Makima's character is, she's every single event is kind of being like, huh. But Makima even more so because Kishibe kind of knows something that we don't as well. Yeah. It's just there's something going on with her character that we don't know. That's why she doesn't pop up. That's why she doesn't pop up in the kind of crucial moments, because the same thing happened with the assault from Reze, way back when. Yeah, like she had to have known all these things are happening, but then why doesn't she act to actually kind of avert these things, unless it's because unless it's because there's something else going on here with her character. We don't know. That's the thing. We don't know who she is. Unless, what's happening? What's the thing? We don't know truly who she actually kind of is as a person. She's that could in theory be true. That could in theory be true. But then what's the end goal for her then? That's the thing. Because the whole entire the actual crux of everything is, if everyone wants something, what do they want in the end? Because again, we don't really know. Maybe to get stronger than the Gun Devil, but then do we even know the Gun Devil exists? That's the other thing. Because why would you want to get stronger than the Gun Devil when clearly there's more devils out there that are stronger than him as well? That's the thing. Because clearly we're fixated on just the Gun Devil, but there's more fishes in the sea that are way stronger than the Gun Devils. Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know. It's just unless Pachita's actually kind of stuck here somewhere. Like in essence, what might in theory be a kind of a massive thing is maybe Pachita's actually might in theory be a primal fear. But then Pachita died, so again maybe Pachita didn't die. Who knows? But Pachita died, so technically I don't think Pachita could be actually a primal fear. So I don't know, because primal fears haven't experienced death yet, so that wouldn't Pachita's actually kind of dead. Yeah, so I guess not. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know. twist in the end could in theory be that. I don't know. Because we don't really know much about Pachita anyway either. Because there's too many things with Pachita as well. You kind of raise an eyebrow to as well. So it could in theory be there's more with Pachita, unless Pachita actually wasn't actually Pachita. I don't know. It seems far fetched. I don't know. It seems way too far fetched as well. That's the thing. It just seems far fetched that Pachita isn't Pachita. If you get what I mean. Yeah. Again, there's too many things. The only thing I could think of with Makima crying in the theatre is actually kind of humanize her. Like, in essence, because she's kind of just been I don't know. Yeah, that's a good point as well. There's too many things with Makima's character that we don't really know why they're happening, but they're all kind of connecting to somewhere. And again, we're way too fixated on the Gun Devil, when clearly the Gun Devil isn't the bigger issue here. The bigger issue here is the It's the Primal Fears. So I don't. But then again, they never left Hell, so maybe that's probably why they're not really fixated on them. But at the same time, it's one of those things that you kind of wonder why isn't anyone why hasn't everyone ever mentioned these beforehand as well? That's the other thing to note. Why hasn't no one's ever mentioned the Primal Fears? Because clearly they know about them. It's when she's actual team know about the Primal Fears. Clearly someone else does. I don't know. It seems a bit weird because everyone's fixated on the Gun Devil. Clearly I know why, but to actually never kind of think to themselves, well, shit, what happens if these come out at some point? Because it's all leading to these clearly it's all led to here. So, at the same time, it's one of those things that, what happens now? Now there's a way to get into Hell. What happens now? That's the thing as well. It's like clearly maybe there's never a way, or they didn't know a way to get into Hell, so probably that's why they never mentioned it. But now with the option to get to Hell from this very mean, doesn't that make the whole entire thing even more terrifying? That she kind of wonder, well, we got to take down the Gun Devil, but what about these boys? I don't know. It's kind of scary. It's kind of scary that it's kind of like the Gun Devil is just one boy compared to all these boys. The Gun Devil in this context is the BOY, and then the Primal Fears is the BOI. Yeah, I don't know, because now, theoretically speaking, they're in Hell. They've created a being far stronger than the Gun Devil. So now what do? That's the thing. They've all been training this whole entire time to actually kind of be like, yeah, we're gonna take down the Gun Devil. Out of nowhere, boy, he appears. It's kind of like, okay, so what do we do now? Are we stuck here? Are we screwed? It's very interesting, to say the least. It's very interesting, this whole entire thing, because now what do we do? Yeah, it's the major thing is it's nothing against anything. It's just like we've always been fixated on the Gun Devil this whole entire time, and now we've kind of just gone, boy, here's this lad. You kind of like. Yeah, maybe someone can muscle up something, but it's just kind of like, well, it's like, well, we're screwed in this context, aren't we? Because I guess option one is how the hell they get out of Hell. That's the first emotional crux of the matter. Second is, what do they do outside when they get out of Hell? Because clearly there's actually this whole entire shindig now with the Darkness Devil. The Darkness Fiend in this context, or the Darkness. Yeah, the Darkness, basically. But very fascinating to say the least, I must say. It's a very cool time to be alive when it comes to Chainsaw Man. Because you can't figure out what the hell is happening. Nothing makes any sense. Everything is just kind of happening. Like, whoa, give me time, boy. I need to figure this one out, because it's just way too many things are happening. And it's kind of like, it's very cool. I love this manga to bits. It's just, everything is just like, yeah. I mean, the whole section of Reze was escalation to the max, and this is like that scene. This is Spinal Tap when they kind of like when the thing goes to 11. It's kind of like, well, what's the point? It's to make it even louder, and the same thing applies here. It's make it even more crazier. What else can we? How else can we run? How else can we actually one up Reze's arc? Oh yeah, by the way, here's Hell. It's like, oh, yeah. It's kind of like, how the hell did we get here? How the hell did we get back? What do we do when we get back? That's the thing. That's the big T of the whole entire manga. So yeah, I mean, shit. What do we do now? It's gonna be how long have we got until next chapter? Is it still Sunday? Next chapter? Let's have a look. Are we still waiting until Sunday? Boys, is it still Sunday? Yep. God damn it. I love how the blurb for Chainsaw Man on Viz is broke young man plus chainsaw dog equals Chainsaw Man. It's like, well, now it's far more than that. Now what is it? Even the key art's interesting, because Makima's in a reflection of the chainsaw. I don't know. It's interesting. Yeah, but that's the thing. But what does she do? What don't we know about her? I don't know. I'm a very scared boy. I'm a very scared boy. It's just like this whole entire time the Primal Fears existed, and we're kind of just sitting here like, by the way, the strongest devil in the whole entire world is actually the gun devil. It's like, well, now he isn't. Now he's just basically a puny boy in comparison. So what do we do now? What happens if these people? What happens if something like this actually kind of gets out? What do we? Yeah, they're basically screwed. This is the end, basically. This is kind of like, this is the end, but not in the kind of context of like, oh yeah, it's ending. No, it's the end. This is the end, literally. It's all over. The whole entire thing is gone. It's what's a good adjective that actually describes this whole entire section of the manga? I don't know, but it's speckledorfed, as he says in SpongeBob. It's very speckledorfed. We'll have to wait and see what happens in 65. So yeah, that's me done for that. I've got to lie down for a long while because God, there's a lot to take in. Jesus. So yeah, with all that said, indeed been the drive. Actually, have enjoyed this whole entire stream as a whole on Twitch, then do leave a follow on Twitch because indeed there's something quite a bit. Tell me about it. The 7-day wait to actually find out what happens next is going to be agonizing. God. It's just like, it's not as if it's two chapters per like week. It's just one. So nothing happens in 65. We're still stuck. We're still stuck waiting until 66, and actually then hopefully we actually might get just a smidgen of information. So yeah, until then, I actually have enjoyed the whole entire stream as a whole on YouTube and doing free. Leave a like. I actually have enjoyed this whole entire stream as a whole on YouTube and doing free. Leave a sub. Oh God, it has to end on the 69. I'll be most happy if it actually ended on 69. That's by the way, 69 is the end. It's like, good job, Fujimoto. I love you. But as always, if you have enjoyed the whole entire stream as a whole, then doing free to follow on Twitter or join the Discord as well. Both will tell you when these streams are live and streams I do as well. But until next time, with 65 of Chainsaw Man. See you later. Bye for now.